and welcome to Yorkshire-Voice. I'm Charlie McNellis. A 24-hour Northern Rail strike will go ahead on Friday after talks failed to resolve a dispute over the role of guards. Northern Rail says that more than 40% of its normal timetable will run. The strike coincides with the first day of the Tour de Yorkshire cycle race. Northern serves routes across Yorkshire. The company says services are expected to be extremely busy on the day. Nestle say the job cuts they've announced for their operations in the UK are necessary to remain competitive. The company said yesterday they're cutting almost 300 jobs and moving production of their blue ribbon band chocolate bars to Poland. The factory in York will lose 143 jobs. A further 15 people will lose their jobs at the plant in Halifax. The move comes despite an increase in sales in the first 3 months of this year. Blue ribbon is mainly consumed in Britain, meaning it will have to be exported back into the country from Eastern Europe. A fire broke out yesterday on Eastgate at 4:34 p.m. The former shop was attended to by Leeds Fire Station. By 7 p.m, the blaze had been put out. A fire spokesman said the shop was 30% involved. Much of the building is damaged, with the outside now boarded up. The cause of the fire has not yet been confirmed. Leeds has been given the go-ahead from the government to help improve transportation in the city. The improvements will look to tackle growing congestion and pollution with money that was originally meant for a trolleybus scheme. Now that it has been scrapped, the money will be spent in other ways. Lewis Ortiz reports.
Over £170 million has been secured for Leeds for transportation changes. The support will seek to improve a variety of things such as better bus routes, emphasis on cycling and walking, and modernising transport facility. It's hoped the money will help the people of Leeds with their daily commute and ease congestions around the city.
One thing that Leeds needs is to get people out of their cars. And while from a health point of view, you might want them all walking and cycling. You're not going to get that. You're going to get some of that. But public transport is the next best thing because it moves people about with less congestion, with less pollution, and it generally is better for the cities.
The improvements have been given a green light after approval by the government was confirmed. Changes will be seen by the end of 2021.
A housing development in Adel has been given the green light by Leeds City Council, despite a campaign to stop the project. Up to 100 houses are due to be built on land near to St John's Church. The 12th century church is Grade 1 listed. It's the same church the Duchess of Cambridge's grandparents were married in. The council received over 100 letters and calls from people against the development. However, approval has now been granted. The City of York is investing £1.5 million to preserve its 1,900-year-old medieval walls. The walls are regarded as the most finest complete in England. They're also the longest stretching over 3 kilometres. The council already invests £100,000 a year on routine maintenance. But more funding is needed to make sure the walls can be preserved for years to come. The works are set to get underway this spring with improvements to Micklegate amongst the first on the repair list. Vets are warning pet owners to be vigilant after a number of incidents in which dogs have been bitten by adders in Yorkshire. The warm weather earlier this month has meant the snakes have emerged from hibernation, putting dogs at risk. Sasha Scales reports.
Layla! Layla! Oi!
It's walk time, but Tony McDonough is extra vigilant when walking Layla as she has been bitten and already lost a dog who was bitten by an adder snake and sadly died.
To me it felt like a nettle, as if I'd stood on a nettle, because I just thought I'd stood on a stick. And it weren't until I saw Meg jump and not a yelp but a wince. And then we just carried on walking, and it weren't until I got back that I noticed she were gnawing away at a foot. And we ended up with trumpet on head and all a foot bandaged up, and it had obviously poisoned her. But I never saw it. All I know is that it felt as though I stood on a stick, because it got me right there and I'd just got 2 teeth more.
With weather warming, adders are now coming out of hibernation and vets are warning dog owners after cases of snake bites happening near Wakefield.
If you do suspect your dog has been bitten by an adder, I would really recommend that you get veterinary advice. Sometimes they do bite but don't actually release the venom, in which case we really don't need to sort of address it and treat as such, but it's sometimes very difficult to know whether that venom's actually been released. If it has, then you would definitely get to the vets as soon as you can. So we've got the anti-venom in stock here at Calder Vets, so we can administer that. Other general first aid while you're getting to the vets, a little cold compress onto the area. If it's a little dog, if you can carry it, because just having them walk does push the blood system around and push the venom around as well.
However, it seems most pet owners do not seem to know the risks of adders.
No, I've never heard of it till you're just talking about it now. I'd be upset because my dog's my family, innit? It's my kid.
Even though these cases are rare, Dewsbury Calder Vets are stocking up on anti-venom to treat injured animals.
A popular area of Leeds city centre is set to be pedestrianised after a successful pilot project last year. Starting this weekend, Greek Street will be free of traffic to create what's hoped will be an alfresco party atmosphere. The street will be closed to traffic from 11:30 a.m. to midnight every day until the end of October. It's hoped the plan will bring more people to the area and create a buzzing atmosphere. A group of university students from Leeds are getting ready to travel to Rwanda next month to promote HIV awareness. They'll be using cricket as a way of delivering health messages in the country. And to prepare, they've been honing their skills in the sports hall. Tamara Schofield reports.
These 6 university students are warming up in the gymnasium at Leeds Trinity University, but in just a few weeks' time they'll be on the fields of Rwanda playing with local young people and spreading the word about good health.
The focus of this project will be going out to Rwanda, so we've in the past we've sent out Trinity students, we've sent Trinity students to Rwanda and to Kenya, but this will be our first project which is solely Trinity students, so it's a really exciting project for us. And obviously hopefully one that we think we can replicate throughout the country.
Cricket Without Boundaries is a UK charity that uses cricket as a tool to spread social messages across Africa. They'll be using the power of sport, in particular cricket, to help promote awareness and combat HIV and AIDS.
As always, I think we've got a really good team, really quiet this morning. So again, this morning was really sort of classroom based and we were talking lots about the HIV side of things, which is obviously not natural to these guys, but once we got started in the sports hall and the coaching, so all of the coaching backgrounds shone through. So I think we'll have a really strong team. It'll just be as always, it'll be changing their mindset a little bit to move away from just purely sports coaching into coaching with the messages as well.
As part of their training, the students look at some of the difficulties they may face.
The language barrier is a massive one. Obviously some people don't really know English, so obviously having like communicators over there and certain words in English they don't understand, so it's just trying to adapt the coaching to get them to do what we want to do and to get the health message out there if we can do.
The whole team are really excited for the experience and cannot wait to get out to Rwanda and make a difference.
In football, Huddersfield Town coach David Wagner has expressed his delight at his team claiming a spot in the Championship playoffs. After the 1-0 win last night against Wolves, the Terriers went above Reading and Yorkshire rivals Sheffield Wednesday in the league table, putting themselves in the 3rd position and cementing their spot on the road to Wembley. And in Rugby League, Leeds Rhinos take on the Huddersfield Giants in the Yorkshire Derby tomorrow. A win for Leeds could see them leapfrog Castleford, who joined them at points at the top of the league. However, a win for Huddersfield could see them move up to 6th. Following a bad start to the season, the Huddersfield Giants have only managed to get 6 points from the first 11 games. That's all from me. If you want to join in the conversation, follow us on Twitter using @YorkshireV. And on Facebook and our website, Yorkshire-Voice.com. We're back on Friday. Have a very good evening. Thank you very much.